Hello and thank you for joining in on the live news at this hour. I am Jessica Ochai. The headline: Buhari seeks greater collaboration against threats in West Africa. Ogun State Labour Party calls for immediate dissolution of Peter Obi Presidential Campaign Council. FG, UK and UNICEF investment of $109 million put 1.5 million girls in school in Katsina, Kano and others. Cristiano Ronaldo becomes the first male player to score at 5 FIFA World Cups.
Alive TV.
And now the news in detail. The Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari on Thursday underscored the need for greater cooperation among neighboring countries with Nigeria to better combat escalating volatilities and multiplicity of threats across West Africa and the Sahel. He spoke in Niamey, Niger Republic, at the launch of the French version of his biography, Muhammadu Buhari: The Challenges of Leadership in Nigeria, after inaugurating a 3.8-kilometer length and 160-meter wide boulevard named after him by the government of Niger Republic. Buhari noted that ending terrorism and trans-border crimes in the region is achievable. He restated Nigeria's commitment to bilateral as well as multilateral initiatives with neighboring partners such as Niger, Chad, and Cameroon towards realizing this objective. On the launch of the French version of his biography, he expressed hope that it would serve as a clarion call to emerging leaders across Africa and inspire them to always be guided by the core values of hard work, integrity, and patriotism. Meanwhile, the Labour Party Ogun State chapter has called for an immediate dissolution of the party's presidential campaign council, alleging that the council is being controlled by party leaders from southern part of Nigeria. According to report, the party also passed a vote of no confidence on the national chairman of the Labour Party, Julius Abure. The state secretary of the LP, Faishola Michael, was speaking at a press conference in Abeokuta, lamented that it was the southernization of the PPC against the northern interest. Michael opined that since the LP presidential candidate Peter Obi and the national chairman hail from the south, the positions of the director general and the general secretary, occupied by Doyin Okupe and Clement Ojukwu respectively, should have been ceded to the northeast and the north central. He insisted that this would reflect fairness and a federal spirit character. The secretary also alleged that there was ongoing plans by Abure to illegally discontinue Ogun State LP's litigation, seeking court order on relisting of the candidate list by INEC. Following a $109 million investment, Nigeria has enrolled additional 1.5 million girls into school in Katsina, Kano, Niger, Sokoto, Zamfara, and Bauchi State, far exceeding targets according to the Federal Ministry of Education, the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, FCDO, of the United Kingdom and the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, implemented Girls' Education Program Phase 3, also known as GEP3. At the closing ceremony of GEP3 held in Abuja yesterday, the partners affirmed that the program's investment of $109 million yielded positive results between 2012 and 2022. In a joint statement, they noted that attendance rate of girls in primary schools in the 6 states improved from 43% to 70%, while gender parity improved from 0.73 to 0.97. On the foreign scene, a Beijing court on Friday sentenced Chinese-born Canadian pop star Kris Wu to 13 years in jail after finding him guilty of crimes including rape. The court in Beijing's Choyang district said investigations showed that from November to December 2022, the man, also known as Wu Yifan, raped 3 women. It also found him guilty of the crime of assembling a crowd to engage in sexual promiscuity in July 2018. The court official WeChat account said. Wu was detained in Beijing on July 31st of last year after an 18-year-old Chinese student publicly accused him of inducing her and other girls, some of them under age 18, to have sex with him. Officials from the Canadian Embassy in Beijing attended the sentencing, according to state media. Moving on to sport news, history has been made as Cristiano Ronaldo becomes the first male football player to score at 5 World Cups in a span of 20 years, after opening the score sheet in Portugal's 3-2 World Cup win against Ghana on Thursday evening, November 24th. The 37-year-old set the record when he smashed home a penalty in the 65th minute of the 974 Stadium in Doha to give Portugal the lead in the Group H clash with the Black Stars. He won the sport kick himself when he was brought down by a challenge from Mohamed Salisu. This is coming just after Cristiano Ronaldo declared that his relationship with Manchester United is now a closed chapter. And that's all we have for you at this hour. But before we go, a recap of the headlines. Buhari seeks greater collaboration against threats in West Africa. Ogun State Labour Party calls for immediate dissolution of Peter Obi Presidential Campaign Council. FG, UK and UNICEF investment of $109 million puts 1.5 million girls in school in Katsina, Kano and others. Cristiano Ronaldo becomes the first male player to score at 5 FIFA World Cups. Thank you for watching, and once again, I am Jessica Ochai. Do have a good day.
Alive TV.